Good day mga ka-engineers or future engineers. So, today hindi tayo mag-design ng building using softwares, no? So, ito is a lecture about para siyang mini review, no? Or tutorial na lang, no? Tawagin natin tutorial. Okay? It's a pre-recorded lecture about mga past board exam problems, no? So, purpose lang nito is I want to help those students, no, yung mga students na nag-take na ng board exam, yung mga first time, second, third taker na hindi pa rin nakapasa sa board exam, no, na hindi na nila alam ano yung gagawin para makapasa. Okay? So, para sa kanila to. Okay? Walang problema, no? If meron kang review centers, siguro yung reason bakit ka hindi nakapasa, maybe hindi sa review center. Kasi kung first time, second take mo na hindi ka pa rin nakapasa, bagsak pa rin. Maybe yung problema is hindi sa review center. Maybe yung problem is nasa sayo, nasa sarili mo. No? So, siguro kulang ka lang ng time sa sarili mo. So, you just need to give yourself time. No? Kailangan mo lang mag-aral. No? You don't need review centers para makapasa ka sa board exam. At again, mas okay na dapat may review center ka, no? Kasi doon talaga ituturo. Doon tayo matututo. Doon natin mare-review, mare-refresh, no? Pero if first, second, third take ka na, hindi pa rin makapasa kahit nag-review center ka na. So siguro find another way. And with that, I want to help you, no? Siguro itong tutorial na to might help you kasi itong tutorial na to this is recorded, no? Like if meron kang hindi na intindihan, pwede mo siyang mabalikan, no? Ma-review mo yung video and yung the way natin to discuss or the way ko explain dito is like para lang akong nagso-solve ng problems, no? Not hindi siya parang review style, no? Para lang nagtuturo or parang parang kasama mo lang or classmate mo lang na nagtuturo sa iyo kung paano i-solve yung problem. Parang ganun lang siya, no? And hopefully makatulong to sa iyo. Okay? Okay. So I think no need na daming intro. Let's na tayo. And this is lecture number 1. And yung unang subject na i-tackle natin is yung reinforced concrete, no? Kasi ito yung para sa akin, ito yung mas madalian ako, no? So sa design, diretso tayo sa design, no? Kasi yung math, yung mga hydraulics, yung fluid mechanics, pwede mo yan i-review by your own, no? You just need to study in your own. Pero later on, i-discuss pa rin natin yan, no? Kung merong time. But for now, focus tayo sa design. And the first subject sa design natin is itong reinforced concrete. No? Kasi yung reinforced concrete, kahit mahina ka sa foundation, mahina ka sa static, sa theory of structures, okay lang naman. Kasi sa reinforced concrete, yung mga sample problem lang naman is simply supported beam. And we know that yung formula ng simply supported beam is yun, alam natin yung mga formula na yun, madali lang siya. No? So kaya ito yung unahin natin, ito yung dapat i-familiarize muna natin. Okay? But depende sa iyo, no? Pwede ka mag-proceed sa statics kasi meron din tayong separate lecture for the statics, no? Yung mga foundation subjects, na. Okay, so ito yung mga topics na i-discuss natin all throughout this tutorial. Okay? And yan, pakibasa na lang. So sinama lang natin dito yung earthquake engineering kasi nakita ko, no, nung nagbo-browse ako ng mga past board exam, nakita ko mayroong lumabas na earthquake engineering. Okay? So start tayo sa singly reinforced beam, no? Walang intro, direct na po tayo. Okay. Wait lang. Sige. Singly reinforced beam. No? For singly reinforced beam, dalawa lang naman yan. Meron kang investigation, meron kang design. No? When you say investigation, given yung total steel area, no? ES. Yung hinahanap dito is MU, yung capacity ng beam. Now, for the design naman, given yung MU is the required uh, the required flexure, na, or the demand flexure, MU, or the maximum moment. Yan. Yung hanapin dyan is yung total ES naman. So, parang kwan lang siya. No? And meron lang siyang sub dito. So, either meron kang Fs equals to Fy. Ibig sabihin, yung steel is nag-yield first. No? Fs equals to Fy. Meron ding Fs not equal to Fy. Steel not yield. No? Hindi nag-yield yung steel. Okay? So, ganun lang naman siya. Then, meron tayong sample problem and isolve natin to. But before tayo mag-solve, let's discuss some concept or discuss muna natin yung about ng singly reinforced beam. Or refresh na lang natin. No? So, refresh natin. Ito yan. So, for singly reinforced beam, no? Yung usually lumalabas sa mga board exam is rectangular section lang naman. No? Dati, when yung nagpe-prepare pa ako sa board exam ko, nag-take ako 2014, no? May 2014. May. Yung ginawa ko, inaral ko yung mga past board exam. I think meron pa yung 1990 yata, no? From 1990 to 2013. So ito yung inaral ko ng mga past board exam. So with this strategy, inaral ko to, mas madali na lang yung parang madali na lang yung board exam sa akin. Again, during sa time inaral ko to, yung mga singly reinforced or yung mga problem related to concrete design is more on rectangular section lang, na? Rectangular. Walang triangular, walang irregular sections, na? So, rectangular lang. So, gusto ko lang mangyari is, or gusto ko lang gawin nyo is focus tayo. Focus tayo sa rectangular sections lang, no? Huwag na natin pahirapan yung sarili natin. Huwag ka na mag-solve ng triangle, no? Focus on rectangular sections. Kung merong lumabas sa board exam na ganito, bahala sila, no? Sila na mag-solve niyan, no? Yung goal lang naman natin is makapasa tayo sa board exam. Okay? Focus on these rectangular sections. No? Sa singly reinforced beam, dapat mo lang ma-familiarize yung mga labels, no? Yung mga drawings, no? Yung mga drawings, no? Ito lang, no? Ito yung drawing niya, rectangular beam. Meron kang B. Ano yung B? This is the width of the beam, no? Yung width ng beam. And yung D, this is the effective depth, no? Effective depth. So, yung effective depth is from the topmost fiber of the beam, no? Dito, papunta doon sa centroid ng steel area. Ito yung ES natin. So, ES, ibig sabihin area of the steel, no? So, yung D is the distance from the top papunta dito sa centroid ng ES. No? And this is denoted as circle lang siya. Circle, no? So, hanapin mo lang centroid. That is your D na. Okay? That's the D. Effective depth. Okay? So, ano? I-recall mo lang yan. Then, meron din tayo dito. Sa stress tayo. Sa stress, we know that. We know that stress equals force. Stress is equals to force over area. Okay? Now, if we have a simply supported beam, no, for example, if we have a simply supported beam, no, yan, pin support, roller support, no, basta meron kang support dyan. And this is loaded by a W, no, distributed load, W, which is in kilonewton per meter. Okay? Now, this simply supported beam, once loaded with this W, in kilonewton per meter, we will be able to draw its moment diagram. Ito yung moment diagram niya, no? So sa left support, yung moment niya is 0, yung sa right support niya is 0. And yung sa gitna, nandyan yung maximum moment, no? Mmax, which is yan yung MU natin. So yan, sa design or sa reinforced concrete design, usually ito lang naman yung lumalabas, no? Simple beam, no? You just need to familiarize with this simply supported beam, no? Bali, pwede ka talaga mag-advanced study dito, no? Kahit wala ka pang theory of structures. Or kahit hindi ka pa marunong. Or hindi pa nabibuild yung foundation mo sa mga lower subjects. Pwede ka mag-advanced study. Okay? So, dito, meron ka maximum moment sa mid-span. So, that is a positive moment, di ba? Positive. So, when you see positive moment, if you have this section, positive moment, that is happy siya. Happy. No? So, happy, ibig sabihin, nandito yung tension, nandito yung compression. So, ibig sabihin, if we cut section at this part, sa mid-span, yung section na yan, yung bottom fiber will experience tension, no? Mabibinat. Meron siyang tension dyan sa ilalim due to this positive movement, no? And meron siyang compression sa taas, no? Makukompress naman yung compress dito sa taas, no? If we try to draw, no? I-draw natin yung deflected, no? Deflected beam, no? Ganito siya. Ito yung deflected beam, di ba? Ito yung support. Makikita natin na yung dito na part is experience tension, no? Meron siyang tension dyan. Dito rin, yan, tension. Di ba? Dito sa taas, it will experience compression. Ganun siya. So, meron kang actually, maraming forces o maraming stress, no? Meron kang axial stress, no? Tension, compression. Meron pang flexor, meron pang torsion. But focus muna tayo dito sa tension at saka sa compression, no? So, meron kang tension force, no? Yung beam mo sa ilalim, yung section mo sa ilalim is ibibinat yan or iti-tension yan, no? Iti-tension siya. Sa taas naman is i-compress. Now, if dito sa bottom, if hindi enough yung bakal mo, no? Mangyari, magka-crack yan. Magka-crack yan sa ilalim. And same way dito sa taas, magbo-burst yan, no? Magka-crack din yan. So, dalawang force. And with that force, no? Yung tension na yan, yung compression na yan is nire-resist yan, no? Nire-resist yan ng dalawang material, concrete at saka steel, no? Yung tension is nire-resist ng steel. Ito, nire-resist ng bakal. Kasi alam natin, yung bakal is good in tension, no? Malakas siya sa tension and weak siya sa compression. Since weak siya sa compression, mangyari, hindi niya kaya i-resist yung compression. Hindi niya kaya pipigilan yung compression force, no? Yung tension lang yung kaya niyang pigilan. Yan lang yung kaya ng bakal. But yung compression is hindi kaya niya. So mangyari, kailangan natin ng concrete, no? Kailangan natin ng tulong ni concrete. And with this, concrete, alam natin, yung concrete is stronger in compression. Pero weak naman siya sa tension, no? Para siyang opposite sa rebar. And with that, kaya kinumbay na lang yung dalawa, no? So that's the reason meron tayong reinforced concrete. Combination of steel and concrete. So with that, so to 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 solve this, no? Para ma-resist natin to, and meron na tayo. So para ma-resist natin yung compression, dapat alamin natin ano to. Ito 'yon. Yung tension naman, ano yung tension? Ito 'yon, no? So saan ba galing to? Again, dito lang 'yan, no? Galing lang 'yan dito. Sa strength of materials natin, galing lang diyan, no? So we know that stress is equals to force over area, no? So force is equals to stress times area. So start tayo sa compression. Ano yung stress? Stress ng concrete. Area ng concrete. No? Parang ganun lang siya, di ba? So that is force is equals to compression concrete, no? Ito. Yeah, diyan tayo, no? What is the allowable stress ng concrete? Ano 'yon? Ano siya? Ito 'yon. 0.85 FC prime. Now that's the maximum stress for concrete, 0.85. Once lumagpas ka diyan, wala na. Fail na. Fail yung concrete mo. Okay? So 0.85 FC prime. Now that's the stress or the allowable stress ng concrete. Now, ano yung area ng concrete, no? Yung area ng concrete is hindi yung total area ng beam, hindi, no? Meron lang siyang effective area. Yung effective area niya is ito, no? Itong shaded gray. Yan lang yung effective niya. Na ito. Yan. So yung area na yan is B times A, no? B or A times B. Okay? Kaya CC, makita natin sa mga books, no? FC prime A B, di ba? A is the depth of the compression block, no? Ito lang yung effective. Ito lang yung one. Meron tayong compression block. Ito yung depth niya. Ano ba yung A na yan? That's the depth of the compression block. Ano nga? Ano nga yan? That's the depth of the cracks, no? Yan yung depth ng crack. Kapag mag-crack yung beam, that's the depth, no? Once lalagpas sa A, once yung beam, mag-crack, no? Lalagpas sa A, what will happen? Wala na, bagsak na, no? That's the maximum lang yung A, no? That's the depth of the crack. Okay? Ibig sabihin, this is the effective this is the effective area of the concrete, which is ito yon, no? This is elevation. Sa ilalim, walang silbi yung concrete mo sa ilalim, no? Walang silbi. Kasi again, ito lang yung effective, no? Yung A, distance A, di ba? Sa ilalim, wala na. Pero sa actual, kailangan pa rin natin buhusan, no? Baka kasi sundin mo to, no? Yung buhusan mo is yung effective A lang. Hindi pwede, no? Buhusan mo siya, no? Kasi combine kasi yan yung concrete at saka steel, no? Kakalawangin yung steel mo. Okay, so yan. Okay na tayo sa compression, no? Ito yung formula. Now, dito naman, same pa rin. Stress equals force over area. And the force, no? Ulit natin to. Yung force equals stress area. Force is the tension, T. Stress ng steel and area ng steel, no? Tension, ano ba yung stress ng steel? That is Fs. Fs, no? And area ng steel is ES. That's the area, total area ng steel. Ito yan. Okay? So, alam na natin to. So, pero usually, isulat to, T equals ES Fs, no? Para madali na lang, okay. ES tough, no? ES Fs. Okay? And with that, no? With that forces, no? That's the actual compression force. And this is the actual tension force. And with that, you will be able, no? Or makuha mo yung kwan dito, MU. MU is just, that's the moment, diba? No. Hindi MU yung makuha natin. Okay? MU, that's the required flexure, no? Yung makuha natin dito is the nominal, no? Yung design capacity. Yung makuha natin is the design capacity or design flexure capacity. Design or the nominal flexure capacity of the beam, no? So Mn, that's the moment. No, we know that moment is just force times eccentricity, no? Then moment, nominal or the design capacity of the beam, multiply mo lang. Pwede ka dito mag-moment or pwede ka rin dito. Pwede ka dito, I will choose dito na lang. Moment ako dito, no? Ibig sabihin, moment is equals to T times distance siya is D. Yung moment arm niya, D over ito. Bakit ganon? Bakit ganito? Because this is D, di ba? And we know that this compression force will act exactly 1/2 of this A, no? E over 2. And kaya yan, no? No need to memorize, no? The moment arm is this one. 1/2, no? Minus lang siya ng 1/2 dito. Kasi ito kasi yung compression force will act at the center of this A, you know? Okay? So yan, then yan yung nominal. So kung pwede mo, kung ikuan mo siya, kung isulat mo siya, complete to. So meron kang nominal capacity that is T is equals to ES Fs times D minus A over 2. That's the nominal. Now ngayon, if gusto mong i-check if pasado ba yung design mo, no? Check, gusto mo i-check, no? Ito yung required, di ba? Meron kang MU. Kasi yung MU mo, meron kang value MU. Now ngayon, meron tong value due to this, no? That's the maximum moment, MU. Now, gusto mo i-check if yung beam mo is safe ba siya. So, kailangan mo lang ito, MN. Dapat yung MN is greater than MU. So, if that happens, yung beam mo is safe. Pero, si code natin, yung isipin natin is meron siyang gusto niyang maniguro, no? Naglagay pa siya ng reduction factor, na? So, meron pa yung reduction factor, no? So, yung reduction factor, depende siya sa strain naman. Okay? Usually, 0.9, di ba? Yung always. Pero, di yan, no? If 0.9 yung gamitin mo na reduction factor, if that is tension control. No? Again, yung reduction factor is depende siya sa strain. Okay? So, we're done with the stress. Discuss din natin yung strain, no? Tapos na tayo sa stress. Yung strain naman. Okay, para ma-relate natin to, no? Ma-relate natin yun. Okay, again, MU, yung MN, strain reduction factor, must be greater than MU, no? Para magiging safe yung design natin. Again, yung design or yung reduction factor natin is depende siya. Depende siya sa strain. Depende siya sa actual strain of the tension steel, no? Okay. Saan ba to galing? Galing lang yan, di ba? Strain equals stress times E, di ba? So, dyan lang yan galing. Okay? So, dapat mo lang ma-familiarize yan. So, ano ba yung strain? So, meron tayong strain for the concrete, no? So, merong limit dyan si code, ito. So, sabi ng code natin, maximum strain at the extreme concrete fiber shall be assumed equal to 0.003, no? 0.003 daw yung strain, no? Ng, ng concrete, ito yun. Now, for the steel, ito yun. Yung strain ng steel is Fs over Es. The actual, Fs is the actual stress ng steel, no? Actual stress. Hindi Fy, no? Actual stress. So, strain of the steel is Fs over Es. Now, this value, yung value na to is i-check natin. Meron tayong diagram, no? I-check natin to sa table if saan siya banda, no? Nakadepende kasi dito again yung reduction factor. Okay? Ano pa ba? So, I think yan lang naman. So, ano pa ba yung kulang natin? Ito, no? A, alam natin si A. Meron din tayong tinatawag na C. Yung C is the distance from the top of the beam, topmost fiber, papunta sa neutral axis. So, meron tayong neutral axis. Okay? So, yung neutral axis na yan, ito yon, di ba? Yan, neutral axis. Yan yung neutral axis natin. So, yung C is meron yung relationship sa A. A is equals to beta C, no? If meron kang A, if meron kang C, solve mo si A. Okay? And dapat alam mo din yung beta, no? For the beta, meron yung formula if gusto mo solve ng beta. Depende siya sa FC prime, no? Isulat ko na lang. So yung beta is depende siya sa FC prime. If your FC prime is less than 28, no? Your beta is equals to 0.85, no? But if your FC prime is greater than 28, no? Your beta, meron siyang formula. Formula niyan is 0.85 minus mo ng 0.05 over 7 FC prime minus 28. So, yan yung formula for the beta. Okay? So, I think yan lang na. So, proceed tayo sa sample problem. First sample problem natin sa lecture 1. Ay, ito, no? So given yung dimensions of the beam, no, meron ka para mas maintindihan mo while nag-aaral ka, no, dapat isulat mo talaga siya, i-drawing mo talaga siya. Wag mong dito mo lang sa isip, i-drawing mo siya, no. So i-drawing natin. Yan, given yung width of the beam, that's the 300, okay? Then given yung effective depth na 480, no? Yan. This is the ES. So denoted by circle na lang. So centroid dyan, papunta dito sa topmost fiber, that is the effective depth, no? Which is D is equals to 480, no? That's the 480. Then, FC prime given the strength of the concrete and the strength of the steel, no? Fy. Okay, so drawing din natin yung neutral axis natin. Project natin. So this is the neutral axis, no? Then drawing natin yung compression block natin. Again, meron tayong effective depth which is A. Dito na lang. And dito, yung maximum is 0.85 FC prime. No? Para kang meron kang rectangle, no? Yung by dimension niya is 0.85 FC prime, no? Tapos yung dito is A, no? Ganun siya. Tapos, project natin to, meron kang nandyan yung tension that is ES times Fs, no? And again, dito meron kang, dito na lang yung A, no? So, meron kang compression fiber or compression force, no? Which is 0.85 FC prime times the area of the concrete or the effective area of the concrete, which is ito. And this is A, no? Yung depth na yan, na? AB. Okay? Then, meron tayong moment arm. This is the moment arm, B minus A over 2. No? Then, project natin to. Project natin, topmost. Yan. Again, for the strain ng concrete, no? That is maximum of 0.003 or the value is 0.003, 0.003 dapat. And the strain of steel is equals to, actual strain is Fs over Es, no? Yan. So, drawing na natin. Then, given yung ES, no? ES. ES is, yan. That's the total area of this, no? So, solve natin. Total area. 4 pieces, no? Calculate natin. 5, 4 times 25 squared. So, that is 1963. 1963. 0.495 millimeter squared, na? So ngayon, yung question is find the design moment strength, no? Or ibig sabihin lang dito is what's the design capacity of the beam? Yung hinahanap niya is ito. Ano, what's the value of that design moment strength or design capacity? Okay? So to solve that, no? We know that yung formula lang ng Mn is ito lang, no? Pwede ka dito, no? Pwede ka mag-moment dito. Diba? Moment. Kasi this is point A or point O. Moment ka dyan. So, moment ka. So, meron kang ESFS na force, no? ESFS, which is tension, times D minus E over 2. Okay? That's your, yan na yun. No? So, ano daw yan? Okay? Given CES, CFS, hindi na, CFS, kailangan pa natin i-check kung anong value na to. No? Hindi automatic yung iba, gagamitin diretso ng FY. Hindi automatic, no? Meron kang checking dyan kung kailan ka pwede gagamit ng FY, no? Then B is given. Yung A is hindi pa given, no? Kailangan pa natin i-solve. Okay? So ngayon, yung first natin gawin is to check if allowed ba tayo gumamit ng FY. Or, ibig sabihin lang yan, yung actual stress ng steel is nag-yield ba? No? Nauna bang nag-yield yung steel? Or nag-yield ba yung steel? No? Kasi kapag nag-yield yung steel, we can use Fs equals to Fy, no? Pero, if yung steel is hindi siya nag-yield, hindi tayo pwede gumamit. Bawal, no? Fs is not equal to Fy kung hindi nag-yield, no? So, dapat ma-check natin if nag-yield ba yung steel, no? So, paano pa i-check? Okay? Paano ba siya i-check? Paano ba malaman? Okay? So, para maintindihan pa natin, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na balance condition. Ano ba yung balance condition? So, dapat kasi natin to maintindihan. Meron tayong tinatawag na balance condition. Balance condition, this is the time in which sabay nag-fail yung concrete at saka yung steel, no? Sabay na reach yung strain na to, no? Na-reach niya yung 0.003 at na-reach niya yung Fy over ES, no? Na-reach niya, na-yield siya. Na umabot niya, no? Nag-reach siya, na-reach niya yung Fy, no? Nag-yield siya, no? Sabay nag-fail yung steel at saka yung concrete, no? Sabay siya nag-fail, no? Yan lang yung parang simple term, no? Nag-yield or nag-fail. Sabay silang nag-fail or yung steel nag-yield. Okay? So ngayon, alam na natin yung balance condition. Now ngayon, kapag mag-design po tayo ng beam or girders, no? Sa design natin, kapag mag-design tayo, kailangan natin or dapat ma-sure natin na mag-yield yung steel, no? Again, to make sure, I mean, kapag mag-design tayo, dapat i-make sure natin na yung steel natin is mag-yield, no? Bakit? What's the reason? Bakit kailangan mag-yield yung steel? This is because, no? Kung mag-yield yung steel, ibig sabihin, yung Fy is na-reach niya. This is the maximum. Let's say, meron kang Fy na 415 during application of the loads, no? Loaded na siya, no? Na-reach niya yung value na 415, no? Lumagpas pa. Ibig sabihin, nag-yield siya, no? Nag-yield or nag-fail na siya. Nag-fail na yung rebar. Pero, kahit nag-fail na yung rebar, no? Kahit nag-fail na yung rebar, still yung Fy or yung beam natin is okay pa rin, no? Kahit na-reach na yung Fy, no? Na-reach na yung Fy, pero okay pa rin kasi meron pa yung Fu, di ba? Meron pa yung Fu. So ibig sabihin, kahit nag-fail, na-reach na yung Fy, hindi pa babagsak yung beam. Hindi pa babagsak yung beam. Pero kung yung concrete is unang nag-fail, no? Uh, masyadong marami yung bakal, no? Masyadong marami yung bakal. Dinabihan mo ng bakal yung beam kasi gusto mong safe. Pero hindi mo alam, dinamihan mo ng bakal, tinadtad mo ng bakal, hindi mo alam, yung concrete is unang bumigay. Bumigay na yung concrete. So what will happen? What will happen if mag-fail yung concrete? Anong mangyari? Anong mangyari if mag-fail yung concrete? Magka-crack, magbo-burst, sasabog, di ba? So once sasabog yung concrete, anong mangyari sa beam? Mangyari sa beam is magko-collapse, no? Mag-collapse yung beam kasi nag-crack na, no? Nag-crack na yung concrete kasi nag-fail na. Kasi yung concrete kasi that is brittle siya. Brittle failure siya, no? Once ma-reach na yung strain na yan, automatic basag yung beam. Basag yung beam, no? Kahit gaano pa kalakas kahit gaano pa kadami yung bakal mo, no? Dinamihan mo ng bakal. Pero nangyari, fail yung concrete, basag, collapse yung beam mo. Walang warning, no? Kasi masyadong malakas yung bakal, no? Yung beam hindi siya magdi-deflect, no? Yung beam natin is kasi madaming bakal, no? Madaming reinforcement dito. Tinadtad mo ng bakal, hindi siya magdi-deflect. Pero nangyari, yung concrete pala is uh, na-reach na yung strain niya, mangyari, magko-collapse yung concrete, masasabog yan, what will happen? Yan, magko-collapse yung beam, no? Sayang yung bakal, no? Hindi na yan magagamit kasi nag-collapse na. Okay? Kaya, kapag mag-design tayo ng beam, no? Sa code natin, we want to make sure na yung yung bakal natin is mag-yield, no? Dapat mag-yield yung bakal, no? So dapat ano yung kwan? Ngayon kung mag-yield yung bakal, ano mangyari pala? So ibig sabihin mag-yield yung bakal kasi konti lang yung bakal na linagay mo, mag-yield yung beam, no? Mangyari is magdi-deflect yung beam, no? Kasi konti lang yung bakal linagay mo, no? Tama lang, balance lang. So magdi-deflect siya. So makikita mo uh, in visual, visible yung deflection, no? Kasi ibig sabihin lang niya, nag-yield yung steel, no? So na-reach na yung Fy value niya. Now, kapag ma-reach na yung Fy, no? Fy, kahit nagdi-deflect na yan, yung beam is okay pa rin. Kasi yung Fy, meron pa yung pinaka-maximum yung Fu, di ba? So, with this span, meron kang enough time to evacuate, meron kang enough time to check if okay pa ba yung building na yan, yung beam na yan, okay pa ba yung deflection within the limit pa ba, no? So meron kang enough time or meron pang enough time yung mga engineers to check, no? Kaya kapag may mga say mga lindol, no, chine-check yan ng mga engineers, no? Chine-check yan natin, chine-check if within pa ba, within the limit pa ba, no? Nag-yield ba yung steel natin, no? Okay? So, yan. Yeah, so design natin dapat mag-yield yung steel. Now ngayon, sabi ng code to make sure na mag-yield yung kwan, no? To make sure na mag-yield yung yung kwan natin, yung yung steel natin. At balance condition, 'di ba? Sa balance condition, meron kang ma-compute na ES balance. This is the balance steel area. So, ES balance, no? This is the steel area at balance condition in which sabay mag-fail yung steel at concrete, no? So, ma-compute natin to, itong value na to. Balance steel area. This is the area na kung mag-fail yung concrete, mag-fail din yung rebar or yung steel. Okay? Now, ngayon, to make sure, no? To make sure na mag-yield talaga, no? Mag-yield talaga yung steel, minumultiplyan natin to ng 0.75. Okay, and this is now the ES max, no? So, ES max. Kaya meron tayong ES max. Ibig sabihin, yung ES max, this is the maximum area na pwede mo lang i-provide sa beam, no? Hindi pwede na masyadong madami yung bakal. No, merong limit. Ito yung limit na yon. Yung ES max. And that is 0.75 of ES balance, no? Now with this, na make sure na natin na yung steel is unang mag-yield kasi hindi pa siya umabot ng ES balance, no? Nag-yield na siya, no? Nag-yield na siya. So that's the reason, no? Or ito yung ginawa ng code to make sure na unang mag-yield yung steel compared to the concrete, no? Para safe yung design natin. Mayroong enough time to check yung mga consultant if okay pa ba yung beam na yan, okay pa ba yung deflection na yan. Okay? So I hope naintindihan, no? If hindi kayo familiar nito, siguro familiar kayo sa Rumax, no? Rumax is equals to 0.75 row balance. They are just the same, no? If you want to memorize formula, you can use this, no? Yung row balance, meron yung formula, di ba? So siguro, ipakita natin, no? Yung same na sila ng result, no? Okay? So, I hope naintindihan siya. I hope naintindihan natin. Dapat yung natin, yung beam natin is, or yung design ng beam natin must be under-reinforced, no? mas safe yung under-reinforce compare sa over-reinforce. Yung under-reinforce, merong enough time to check if okay pa ba yung beam. Unlike sa over-reinforce, mag-fail yung concrete, wala, collapse na yung building automatic. Okay? Uy, na-delete ko pala to. Sige, sulat ko na lang ulit. Neutral axis, no? So, dito, itong length na to, this is C, di ba? Sulat ko na lang dito. So, project ko yung ano. So, ito yung strain ng concrete. Again, this is 0.003. And this is the strain ng steel. That is Fs over Es, no? So, yung distance na to, this is C. And dito naman, this is T minus C, no? Okay? Now, with this strain pala, meron tayong ma, ma, gawa na equation nito, no? Or formula. So, by just ratio and proportion, no? Project natin to para kang meron kang small triangle at big triangle, no? Ito, no? Meron kang small triangle na Fs over Es, no? Okay? Then this is D minus C. Then meron kang malaking triangle na that is Fs. I think pwede lang naman pa, no? Pwede lang. Ano lang, no? Equate na lang natin, no? D minus C, no? So, Fs over Es is equal to this, D minus C, is equals to 0.003 is equals to C. And with this, no? Transfer natin yung D minus C sa kwan. Yung solve natin dito is Fs, no? Okay, so solve natin si Fs. So, mangyari Fs, parang ganito siya, no? Pero kung C dito, this is D minus C. So, Es times 0.003, that is 200. That is 600, no? Check natin, no? 0.003 times 200, cosine. So, that is 600, no? So, with that, importante ito, yung formula na to. Okay? So, Fs, so, isulat na lang natin sa taas, no? So, at least pinakita lang natin paano siya na-derive. Okay? So, Fs, again, kailangan natin to, no? To check if nag-yield ba yung steel, no? Or wala. D minus C over C. Okay? So now, paano ba natin ma-check if nag-yield yung steel? So, marami tayong, there's many way how to check, no? Pero, unahin natin to, yung una. Solve muna natin si ES balance, no? Yung kanina. So, at balance condition, so assuming balance condition tayo, at balance condition, Fs is equals to Fy, no? Balance siya, balance condition. Fs equals to Fy, nag-yield yung steel sabay sa concrete, no? So with that, we can use Fs equals to Fy, no? So summation tayo, forces horizontal equals to 0, no? So ano ba yung makuha natin dito? We have compression concrete is equals to tension, no? Pwede rin, we will take direction to the right as positive, no? So nag-summation tayo. So summation forces horizontal equal to 0, no? So tension positive minus concrete, no? Negative yung concrete kasi going to the left is equal to 0. So meaning T is equals to CC. And we know that tension is equals to ES times Fs, no? And we know that compression concrete is 0.85 Fc prime AB. Now, since we assume at balance condition Fs equals to Fy, so meaning nag-yield yung steel, no? So ES, this will be ES balance, no? And this will be yung Fs magiging Fy, no? So 0.85 Fc prime AB, no? So ES balance is equals to 0.85 of Fc prime AB is equals to Fy. So with this, we will be able to get the value of ES balance. No? Pila man eh, or how much, or anong value na yan. Now, if meron tayong is balance, we will be able to get the maximum area needed, no? For 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 the beam to make sure na mag-yield yung beam, no? Or unang mag-yield yung beam. That is 75% or 0.75 of ES balance, no? So meron tayong makuha dyan, no? Okay? Yan. So, again, given yung ES, no? Kasi kailangan natin to i-compare sa ES max, no? So, ES max, again, this is the maximum steel na pwede mong ilagay sa beam section, no? So, dapat hindi lumagpas yung ES provided natin. Kasi kapag lumagpas, ibig sabihin, hindi nag-yield yung steel. Yung steel, hindi mag-yield yung steel, no? Sige, compute natin. AB. So, ano yung A natin? Given ba? Yung A natin, hindi. Kailangan pa natin i-solve, no? So, yung A natin, that is A na balance condition. So, yan pala yung unang si-solve pala natin, no? Yung A at balance condition. Okay? So, again, paano to natin, paano ma-solve yan? So, at balance condition, no, ito. At balance condition, Fs equals to Fy. Fs is equals to Fy, no, at balance condition. Then, 600, given si D, di ba? Ano yung D natin? D minus C over C. And with this, given si Fy, given si D, we will be able to solve for the value of C. Okay, so yan yung unang masolve natin, C balance. Now, once meron na tayong C balance, masolve din natin si A balance. And that is beta times the C balance. Okay? Solve natin yan. Now, beta. Kasi, ilahin natin to. Solve natin si C balance. No? So, calculate. Fy, again, balance condition, Fs equals to Fy. Fy natin is 415. No? Then, 600. So, i-memorize mo to, no? Para hindi ka na mag-derive. I-memorize mo to, 600. So, D natin is 480, di ba? Ito, this is the D. Given siya. Na? So, 480, no? 480 minus C. So, makuha natin yung equivalent, yung corresponding C balance at balance condition. Okay? So, that is 283. 283.74. No? Double check natin if tama ba. Ito yung formula, no? Yan, yan yung formula. Galing lang dito. Ito. So, Fy for 15, 600 minus C. So, solve natin again. C natin is 283.74. No? Oops. 283.74. Now, to solve, with this, to solve na natin si A balance, no? A balance is just beta, no? Problema, hindi natin alam si beta. So, again, beta is depende siya sa FC prime, no? So, solve natin si beta muna, no? Sige, solve na lang natin beta. So, beta, ito yung formula, 0.85 minus 0.05 over 7, no? Then, the FC prime, which is 34.5 minus 28, no? So, that is equivalent to 0.80. Okay. Yan, 0.80 na lang, no? So, with that, masolve natin si A-balance, no? So, A-balance, okay, 283.74 multiplied by 0.8. So, this will be our A-balance, no? 226. That is 226.99. And with this, we will be able to compute na the value of the balance steel area or ES balance. No? Again, ES balance is the area na sabay mag-fail yung concrete at saka steel. No? So, yan. 0.85 FC prime times 34.5. Ito na formula, no? Ito. So, 34.5 times A natin. A-balance. So, A-balance yung solve natin. So, ibig sabihin, i-balance din to. Yan. Then, 226.99. B natin is 300. Over Fy at balance condition, if S is equals to Fy, and that is 415. So that is the balance still area, 4811. 4811.91 mm squared. Now again, to make sure na mag-yield yung steel, meron pang multiplier na. Multiply natin yan sa 0.75. So that is 3608 na. 3608. 3608.94. Okay? Mm squared. Now, so paano natin ma-check if nag-yield ba? So i-compare natin, no? ES provided, no? Ito yung ES provided, ito yung bakal na linagay. So ES provided, check natin if this is less than ES max, ibig sabihin, yung steel natin is nag-yield, no? Steel yield first. Kapag ganyan, na? Steel yield first, no? Kita natin, ESP is 1963 is less than 3608. So, meaning, steel yield first, no? So, tama yung assumption natin na Fs is equals to Fy. No? We assume balance condition, no? Tama yung assumption natin na nag-yield yung steel. No? Tama yung Fs equals to Fy natin. Now, if baliktad to, ibig sabihin, ay hindi nag-yield yung steel. No? Ibig sabihin, you cannot use Fs equals to Fy. No? You cannot use if ganun ang mangyari. So, sa mga sunod na lang yung na sample, no? So, ito lang muna. Steel yield, yung ko lang muna. Fs equals to Fy, steel yield first. Okay? So, yan, 3608.94 ES max. Okay? But there's other way to solve this, no? If you want the formula base, ito kasi is more on parang inintindi mo talaga. Inintindi mo talaga yung design ng singly reinforced beam, no? Mas prefer ako nito. Ito. Kasi hindi ako mag-memorize ng formula. Kunti lang yung memorize ko, no? Pero kung gusto mo mag-memorize ng formula, pwede rin, which is yun yung mga kadalasan nasa mga review books, no? Di ba? Pakita ko ha. Familiar ka sa row balance? Row balance. Ito, i-transfer ko lang, no? ES is 1963.495 mm squared, no? So, erase ko to. Okay, again, row balance. Ano ang formula ng row balance? So, check mo sa mga review books, no? I think 0.85 FC prime. Limutan ko, no? Beta 600 ba yan? So, yan yung problema, no? Pag formula base, no? Fy plus 600. Double check yun na lang. Okay, double check natin. Fy, Fy plus 600, no? With this, we will be able to solve the value of the row balance. Now, if we have this row balance, we will be able to get the row max, no? Now, if we have row max, we will be able to solve for the value of ES max, no? ES max is just row max times B times D, di ba? So, dapat same sila. Same dapat ito. It should be 3608 dapat, no? Solve natin. Unahin natin si row balance. Okay, 0.85. F prime 34.5 times beta natin is 0.8, no? Na-solve natin yan. Times 600. Then Fy is 415. Then 415 plus 600. So that is row balance is 0.033, no? Oops. 0.033. And with this, row max natin, times natin 0.75, that is 0.025 yung row max natin. Okay? 0.025. And with this, no, multiply natin. Ito, 0.025 times B natin is 300. D natin is 480. Check natin. So it will give us the ES max, no? That is the ES. Oy, 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 oy. That is the ES max, no? It should be the same, no? So kung mali, baka mali yung formula natin. Aha, calculator natin. 0.025. I think parang mali yung row balance natin. 300 times 480. 3608. Tama yun, no? Kasi nag-ground tayo eh. So, ito, kunin natin to. I-store natin yan. Uy, wala na. Wait lang. Ito lang muna. Equals, store ko to. This is the row balance. And times natin ng 0.75. Store natin. So, ito na yung row max times natin sa B na 300 times natin sa 480 na total effective debt. Yan, 3609.01, no? 36. So, 36. Makikita natin, they're almost the same, no? 36, ano yan? 36, 09.01. So, I think decimal lang. Siguro sa just rounding of numbers lang, no? So, yan. They're just the same, no? So, ES max, no? So, again, this value, compare mo sa provided. So, if yung provided area is less than, meaning if S is equals to Fy, still yield first. Okay? So, with that, now we will be able to solve na, no? So, solve natin. Asa man? Okay, keep natin yan. Okay. Transfer lang natin. We have beta equals 0.8, di ba? ES natin is 1963. 1963.495 mm squared. So, okay, no? The design moment strength natin, again, this one. Unahin natin i-solve si MN, no? So, what is MN? MN, again, this is, pwede ka mag-moment dito, no? That is ES, FS times mo sa moment R, D minus E over 2, no? So, since alam na natin na nag-yield yung steel first, no? Fs is equals to Fy. So, ibig sabihin, yung Mn natin, instead na Fs, Es times Fy na. No? Kasi nag-yield na siya. And D minus E over 2. Now, yung A na to is kunin na, kailangan pa natin to i-solve. No? This is the actual A. This is the actual A. No? Ito yung actual A. And makita natin, itong A na to is hindi siya lalagpas sa sa A balance. No? Okay, solve natin. Paano siya i-solve? No? Summation forces pa rin. Forces horizontal equals to 0, no? Which is pression concrete is equals to tension, no? Pression concrete 0.85 Fc prime A actual na times B is equals to ES provided ito Fy. And with this, no, we will have this formula ES Fy 0.85 Fc prime B. And with this, we'll be able to get the value of A, no? So bakit ang taas ng explanation mo, sir? Pwede lang pala diretso na dito. In-explain natin to kasi kapag hindi nag-yield yung steel, no? Hindi nag-yield yung steel, you cannot use Fs equals to Fy, no? So, swerte lang dito sa problem na to na nag-yield yung steel. Since nag-yield siya, we can use Fs equals to Fy. Okay? But if hindi nag-yield, you cannot use Fy dito, no? You cannot solve directly the actual A if hindi nag-yield yung steel. Okay? Which is siguro sa mga next sample, no? So with this, we'll be able to get the actual A, no? So solve natin. So 1963, no? 1963.495 over 0.85. ESFY, no? FY natin is 415. ES is 0.85. 0.85 times FC prime na 34.5 times beta. Beta B natin is 300. So this is now the actual A, no? 92.62 mm. And if we compare this A balance, no? It should be less than, no? Less than done. Okay? Para ganito lang siya, no? Uh, ito yung compression block, no? Ito yung A balance, no? So yung na-solve mo na A, yung na-solve mo na A is less than, no? Mas konti, no? Para ito yung A balance, yan yung limit, no? Yan yung limit. So, yan yung parang limit niya. Actually, binumultiply yan ba siya ng 0.75, di ba? Yan yung limit, no? Kaya mas maliit yung kuha natin, yung actual A. Okay? Yan. So, 92.62, that's the actual A. And with that, masolve na natin yung nominal capacity of the beam, no? So, MN. So, solve natin si MN. ES natin, 1963, no? 1963.495. FY, 415. D natin is 480. Minus 92.62 over 2, no? And this is now the design capacity, no? No, the nominal, no? Iba yung design. Yung design, ibig sabihin, meron ng reduction factor, no? So, 1963495 times 415 times 480 minus 97.62 divided by 2. So, this is Newton mm. Divide natin ng 1,000, 1 million para makuha natin yung kilonewton per meter. No? So, 351, 351, 351, 351.36 kilonewton per meter. And take note, this is the nominal pa. Ang hinahanap is yung design moment capacity or the design strength, no? Yung ito. So, kailangan natin yung ito. Hindi automatic na 0.9, no? So, dapat malaman natin yung actual strain ng steel, no? Actual strain ng steel is just Fs over Es. Ano ba yung Fs niya? Fs, formula ng Fs is 600, di ba? Kanina, di ba? Ito. Na? 600 D minus C over C. So this is the actual, no? The actual stress. Actual stress yung ilagay mo dyan. So, masolve natin si Fs. No? So, masolve natin si Fs. So, transfer ko lang. Solve na natin si Fs. 600 D minus C over C. So, Fs. So, kailangan natin si C actual. C. Meron tayong aim, kailangan natin masolve si C. So, C natin is just A over beta. Na? So, C natin is 92.62. We know that beta is 0.8, no? So, yan. 115.775 mm. Okay? Now, ito yung Fs natin. 600, 480 minus C natin is 115.775. Then 115.775. That is 1887.5 0.58 mega Pascal, no? So, that's our Fs. Pero kailangan natin yung strain, no? Yung strain, again, strain is Fs over Es, no? So, we have this 1887.58. Es, modulus of elasticity ng steel is 200,000, no? And with that, we will be able to get the value, no? So, store ko na lang to. And I will divide this by 200,000. 200,000 or 2 times 10, 5. Yeah, that is, i-check natin, that is, ito na. So, it should have dalawang zero, no? Kasi negative 3. 943. So, that's the actual strain of the tension steel, na? Okay? Yung, yung dito, di ba? Neutral axis. Ito yung 0.003. So, actual strain niya is 0.009 or 3. Okay? And with that, drawing natin, yung natin, ito yung diagram, no? So, i-drawing natin. So, this is the balance condition, Fy. This is ATY. This is ATY, which is equivalent to Fy over Es, meaning nasa balance condition ka. Then, this is 0.005. Okay? So, parang ganun siya. No? Below this one, yung reduction factor mo is 0.65. Above 0.005, reduction mo is 0.9. Kita natin, yung actual strain natin is greater than 0.005. So, big sabihin, our reduction factor is equivalent to 0.9. Meaning, solve na natin yung natin. Yung ito. Ito yung magiging natin, 0.9. Okay? So, 351. So, 0.9 times 351, 0.36. No? So, yan, 316. No? 316.224 kilonewton per meter. Okay? So, bakit mo pa sinusolve yan, sir? 0.9 din pala. Again, yung reduction factor mo is depende siya sa strain. No? So, yung strain mo, may 3 types siya. Pwede ka dito sa compression control, meron kang tension control, meron kang meron kang translation. So, ito, naka-slanting up. Pwede na to sa calculator na lang. Okay, so again, yung answer natin 316.224. Okay. 316.224. Check natin. Yan. Siguro sa factor lang, no? 353. Ang answer natin 316. Double check natin. Yung A natin is 92.62. Tama naman. Yung C natin is 115.775. Tama naman. So, yung moment natin is 351. Bakit 351? Bakit 351? Aha. Siguro sa decimal lang. Excuse, no? I-check natin. Bakit 351 yan? Okay, yung nominal, 1963.495 times 415 times 480 minus 92.62 over 2. 353 pala. So, mali yung kwan. So, tama yung kwan. Mali ito. Oops. Yan, 353, no? Divide natin ng 6 times 0.9. Yan, 318.05 dapat. Okay. So, that's all for our lecture number 1. And see you sa next lecture. Thank you.